Well, hi and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the Brownwood Lions Coaches Show. It's a Wednesday, March 30th. Joined by Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. After a kind of late night last night, how you feel?
I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
All right,
blessed
good
to be here.
Amen to that. Boy, we have a lot to talk about. It was a busy day yesterday in the world of Lady Lions and Lions athletics. First off, you like that? Randy Christian brought a book in for you.
Yes, he did. Randy, I'd like to thank you. There it is, the Legends of NASCAR Hall of Fame. I like to look through that book when I have some free time, so thanks for dropping that off. I'll make sure it's returned, but thank you. Let's talk about a little soccer. You know, congratulations to Coach Mosqueda and Coach Westerman, boys and girls soccer programs, both by-district champions, ran into a worthy opponent in San Elizario last night. Girls dropped their match 3-1, and the boys were 4-0. I expect San Elizario to go far. I think our kids played well from talking to Mr. Gill, who covered that event. They played hard, a high-level soccer program San Elizario has, and I expect them to advance for long, pretty good ways in the playoffs. But again, congratulations to Coach Mosqueda and Coach Westerman and the boys and girls soccer programs and all that they accomplished this year. Baseball-wise, we went to Glen Rose yesterday, played Glen Rose. We lost that game 7-5. Sort of like softball, I think. You know, softball dropped their game to Gatesville 10-6, I think it was. Errors will kill you. They say most sports defense wins championships if you're not making routine plays and you're allowing people opportunities to score runs, whether it be through walks, whether it be through, bobbling a ground ball, dropping a fly ball. We had all that in the boys' game, and I know they had some of that in the girls' game. You just can't be successful. It's just hard to beat people when they're scoring 7 and 10 runs. So in high school sports, but something that can be fixed through repetition. So I know the coaches will work hard on that. On the boys' side, just not hitting the ball well. Scored 3 runs in the first inning. They didn't have dominant pitching. Just sort of, I think, a lack of poise, a lack of discipline at the plate. Maybe chasing pitches we shouldn't be chasing. Balls above our hands. Maybe borderline strike, but yeah, maybe may not be a strike, but not a ball I can hit really hard. So the result of that is leaving runners in scoring position, leaving base runners on, and not picking up runs when you can. I think, like I said, errors in the field. Thought pitching did a decent job. I thought Cole Miller came in a relief position and struggled at first, but I thought he found his groove and made some good plays and got out of some jams. But at the plate, you got to turn around and do it offensively. Can't struggle at the plate. Can't strike out with bases loaded. Like I said, we're doing everything that we can not to be successful, both softball and baseball. But yet the good thing is, it can be fixed. And again, I sat in the dugout with the boys, and they're positive. They're encouraging each other. They're uplifting each other. They're never surrendering. They just got to find a way to get it done. And I think if they mentally fix the mental part of it, I feel I can speak on that as a baseball coach for a long time. I think the mental approach to baseball is the most important thing in any sport. 90% of the game is mental. The other 10% is what your body's telling, your mind is telling your body to do, the physical part. And I just think we need to fix some of the mental approaches to the plate offensively and make sure we're focused and we're playing defense based on what we have put through our mind and expected to happen instead of reacting to what is happening and not being prepared for it. So, and I think that's goes well for both softball and baseball. So I wish them luck. Hopefully both can get back in the win column. District tennis, we're still finishing that thing up today. So hopefully by the next radio show we'll have the district tennis results. So I haven't heard a word about that yet, and I know we're carrying on through today. So I will get with Coach Blasey and get that information. We'll definitely get that out Monday on the radio show. So hopefully we'll have some good things for them. Victoria Ramos and Peter Lee is someone we're expecting and hoping to get out. They're both, I think, senior tennis players that have been in the program a long time. Both of them have had a lot of success in the program. So hopefully we can see them lead them and get out. And I know Tatum, my stepdaughter, won both her matches yesterday. So like I said, I haven't got to see any results. So hopefully there's some good things coming out of the tennis program, but we'll let you know a little bit later. On a positive note, our boys and girls golf team traveled to Glen Rose, played the second round of their district match. Our boys just dominated. I think we won by 48 strokes, which is a lot. So congratulations to them. We had a playoff between Sir Jones and Hudson Reagan for the district title. For individual golfers, they had a one-hole playoff, and both hit outstanding drives down the middle. It was windy, so windy. Both chipped their ball past the green. One was to the side and one was far right, and Hudson chipped his ball probably within 12 feet, and Sir was in a drain, and then was in another drain and chipped his ball to about 20 feet. So Sir left his about 6 foot away from the hole, and Hudson drained his putt. So Hudson won the all-out individual district title, district championship. It's hard to go through those. It's fun because you got two of your kids playing for the district title, but it's hard when they're playing against each other, and you don't want either one of them to. You don't root for either one of them. You root for both of them, and you sort of let it fall where they may. But I mean, it was a great job by both, and Hudson did well, and Sir was the first one over there to hug his neck and congratulate him. So it's
they're
a good
both
deal.
sophomores too.
Both sophomores. Look for great things for them in the future. And then, I think one of the biggest things for us is our girls. I'll get a little emotional if I don't watch that. Our girls were down 23 strokes going into yesterday's round. We were behind in second place to get to regionals. We were behind Glenrose, and Glenrose is playing on their home course. They know that course inside and out. They play it every day. And for our girls to come and recover 23 strokes is phenomenal in the conditions that we had yesterday. So I told them yesterday, I'm more prouder of you than I am the boys, so they made me tell the boys that. So I'm really pleased with them. Congratulations to Coach Jones and the boys golf program, and also Coach Wilson and the girls golf program for what they accomplished yesterday. Now those girls have an opportunity to go to Lubbock and play in the regional tournament, which I think is huge.
Shadow Hills.
I
think the boys play the 18th and 19th, or the girls, or boys 18th and 19th.
Girls 20th, 21st.
Man, how about that? Man, that was just a great comeback, great shot. And the other three boys, too, they all shot pretty well on that first five.
Yeah, so I think, let me see if I can remember. Chad Walker shot a 82, I think, somewhere in there.
I think that's right.
Caleb Modwell shot a 78, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Hudson and Sir both, Hudson shot a 76, and Hudson, Sir shot a 71, 81, I think. So when you take the score that you drop as an 83, that's pretty good. And that was the score that was dropped yesterday. So congratulations, like I said, to both the boys and the girls and their efforts. And it was an awesome day for golf yesterday. It
really was, and it was so windy. We know that from the baseball game at Glen Rose, how windy it was. And, man, it was crazy, windy everywhere. Baseball, going back to that, tough loss last night, 7-5. I think maybe one of the most disappointing losses, Coach Harris said, in his career. And it really was. We had chances and just – miscues.
It's demoralizing when you know that you're a better baseball team and you're just not getting it done. And I commend Glenrose. They hit the ball well. They put the ball in play. It's our job to make plays and then turn around and put the ball in play ourselves. And I guess what for me was the most frustrating was that they didn't throw a pitcher that was dominating.
No.
They just threw someone that got up there and threw strikes, and we were so, I think, wrapped up into the wind and let me try to hit this thing out of the park. I'm like, I don't usually see many people trying to hit home runs that hit them.
Exactly.
You try to make great contact. You got to have a great approach when you have two strikes and shorten your swing and put the ball in play and make them make mistakes. And we just didn't do that last night, and it cost us a ball game.
Well, it really did. Hey, there is a young man that I was impressed with, Campbell Gilmore, last night.
Sir.
I don't know much about this kid. I don't know what grade he's in. I think he's a junior.
I'll tell you about Campbell. I made the comment last night, and I'm glad you said that. Campbell knows his limitations.
Yeah.
He knows he's not going to be a guy that's going to hit it out of the ballpark. So you know what he does? He tries to go up there, and he tries to see good pitches, and he tries to make good contact. And he did well.
Twice at 0-2, shortened up.
Yes.
Took the
drove
pitch,
the ball
went to right
away.
field.
Yes.
Drove in a couple of runs, walked another time, and that's the way your approach should be right there. Yeah. So anyway, and as you said, softball, tough night, 10 errors, and you can't hardly win a ball game with that many errors.
You can't have that many errors. And anytime, I think in high school, baseball or softball, if you're scoring 7 to 10 to 12 runs, you're probably going to win. It's hard to overcome those type of numbers if you're not playing solid defense and that kind of stuff. So it's hard to score that many runs anyway. But when you're just giving them gifted runs, that's difficult.
You mentioned district tennis continues today. Then what else is on the horizon for this week, Coach?
Well, we have track tomorrow at Stephenville. That'll start about 10:30, I think it is, with the field events. I think running's going to start about 2:30. Again, track is at Stephenville, so excited about that. I'll go over there tomorrow and watch some good running, at least try to get there for the running and watch some good track. Really excited about our boys, our relays especially. Our 4x1 finished second the other day at Blue Bonnets against some, highly talented teams from the Waco area, and then our 4x2 won that thing. So opportunity for us to score some points in district and get on the podium in district, maybe get to come out of area and even get to regionals, and the possibility of going to state with some of those relays on the boys' side. So I look forward to watching them and watching all of our kids go there and compete. I like the numbers. I like to see kids in all events. And track for me, as I tell a lot of kids, I was head track coach at one point too. It wasn't the guy that could go out there and run the 10-3 or the 10-4 that's going to win every track meet. It's the guy that's going to get 5th or 6th and get 2 or 3 points for his team, that has the ability to go out there and the desire to go out there and compete and do the best they can and leave it on the track. So I get as excited as much about watching that kid as I do the kid that's just gifted with the natural talent. So I enjoy every bit of it. I cheer for the one coming in last that's finishing and going as hard as they can and leaving it on the track as much as I do for the one that wins it. So I really am a lover of track.
All right, good luck at Stephenville, then more baseball Friday night.
Maybe we get some redemptions. It'll be the last of 3 against Glen Rose. They'll come to Moore South O'Field Friday. Our varsity will play at 7 o'clock. Hopefully we can rebound and get back in the win column.
Hey, it's Veterans and First Responders Day, too. Going to be recognized before the varsity game Friday. Need to be on the field about 6:15, I think is what they were saying yesterday. So veterans, first responders, if you want to be recognized before the Brownwood baseball game this Friday, come on down.
Yeah. Again, I would like to mention again, if you would like to help with the area track meet that we're hosting in Brownwood, I think it's a big deal. I push that to our district and the area. Other districts, if they come to Brownwood, we'll put on a track meet like they haven't been to. They'll be served by our community members working events, so their coaches don't have to work those events. They can coach and also take care of them by feeding them and just treating them right and how people want to be treated. So if you're interested in volunteering for that, that date has been moved to Friday, the 22nd. So if you're interested in working, please call the office, Lisa Hasso, Andy Howard, myself, and let's get you on the list. As many workers as we can get to fill those events, we sure would appreciate it. Even so, for our coaches that work the Blue Bonnets, it'd be nice that they didn't have to work an event and they could coach their kids. So if you're interested in volunteering and helping out at the area track meet, please get in touch with Lisa Hasso, Andy Howard, or myself at the athletic office.
All right. I like your doodling there. I think that's Derek Stuckley because he's got a goatee today.
We can do a Stuckley one. I don't even know who that is. I just sort of doodled.
Well, you do nice work. I love your doodling right there. All right, so the NASCAR, who's your favorite all time?
My favorite all time is Dale Earnhardt, no doubt. The Intimidator. Now, when I was little, he's my favorite, but when I was young, I watched it. What's his name? I'm so tired I can't remember my guy's name. Cale Yarborough.
Cale Yarborough. There you go.
Him and Richard Petty used to battle.
Woo-wee.
Back when they had a lap belt as a safety device.
And one little helmet. Yeah.
Had an open face mask and maybe some goggles. Now that's guts right there.
Yeah, things have changed over the years, and Dale Earnhardt Sr. is responsible for a lot of these changes after that accident back in 2001. The
Hans device is one that came from
the who's?
The Hans device that they wear on their neck.
Oh.
That causes that whiplash. That's what caused Dale Earnhardt to pass. Was when he hit the wall. He had the severe neck whip.
Yeah, because there's been many worse crashes.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad looking crash at all. But that's where the Hans divide. The guy that invented its last name is Hans, I think.
Okay.
But that's the thing. You see them take their helmet off and they take that off their neck. It straps their head into where their head is stationary.
Okay. Well, they race at Richmond this week. Your prediction is?
Kyle Busch.
Star?
She's laughing. I'm laughing too, Star.
You always ask the same one.
She's going.
Joey. No, Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Derek?
Bo Duke.
I'll go with Daisy Duke then, okay?
Look at you.
Woo-wee. Denny Hamlin. Why do I keep going with Denny Hamlin?
He's good. Richmond, Kyle Busch, good at Richmond.
It's about time for Denny to win something.
It's about time for someone from Joe Gibbs Racing to win one. I like Joe Gibbs, former coach of the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Yes,
so what team is Denny Hamlin on?
He's Joe Gibbs Racing.
Okay, there
Kyle
you go.
Busch, Joe Gibbs Racing.
So they're teammates.
Martin Truex, Joe Gibbs Racing.
Do they get along together?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Someone's got to win, and they may be bumping and grinding.
Well, that's the competition in those guys.
You know what's funny is I listened to what's his name, Star 16.
16 star.
Anyway, when Ross Chastain, I'm so tired I can't even think of
I
names.
know, I hear
when he bumped into him and knocked him into the Bowman and wound up winning that race, he said something, well, you got to live with yourself. Well, by golly, if you're not out there to win,
AJ
come on.
Allmendinger.
AJ Allmendinger, yeah. If you're not out there to win, AJ, you'd have done the same thing if you're in his shoes.
Exactly.
And he's going, well, if you can live with yourself, I'm like, I
Oh,
can live with
my.
myself. A W is a W.
Well, and AJ bumped him first.
I know it. It's like that doesn't happen all the time. All they say the whole race is if he can get to his bumper, he'll move him out of the way and he'll win.
Yep.
And then it just
Wow.
happened to him, so he got pouty faced. I'm like, take your loss.
He's
Lot-
a sissy.
Say,
Who, AJ?
Yes.
Really?
AJ,
Allmendinger.
that's a nice name. Allmendinger. And the reason is because he's considered to be a road course guy.
Oh, okay. Well, it's coming up the road course. What
We
is it,
just had
Watkins
a road
Glen?
course. That will be a road course, yes.
All right. Good stuff. All right, Coach, anything sports-wise? Otherwise, Derek, did we miss anything this morning?
Like I was just in a foreign language class.
Good. He better get educated on the finer things in this world. Stephanie.
Yeah.
We.
Okay.
Let's thank those that make this show possible. Auto Glass Magic, Bruner Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bond Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investments, Henrik Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Pete's, Landmark Life, NC Bank, Painter and Johnson Associates, Smith and Sharp Agencies, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, Weldon Wilson Electric, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez podcast, Western Bank and Willie T's.
Well, here it is about 5:45. I'm going to go home and go to bed. So if you try to call me or text me tonight
I'm right too far behind you, I promise.
and I don't answer, that's probably why. All right. Coach, thank you. We'll see you somewhere, probably at the baseball game Friday night.
You probably will. Have a great day, Brownwood.
Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. Coaches show every Monday and Wednesday at this time here on KOXE 101.3 and video streamed at KOXE.com.